Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Review Flex. In this video guys, we're going to be checking out the trailer for the brand new movie Furiosa, which is a prequel movie to Mad Max Fury Road. So guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. And with that down, let's jump into this Mad Max news. So guys, we're going to be checking out this article, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Anya Taylor-Joy enters the wasteland in an action-packed first trailer. So, as promised, the first official teaser trailer for George Miller's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, is now online, and it sees Anya Taylor-Joy enter the wasteland for what promises to be an action-packed adventure. Yeah guys, just from that clip that we saw at the beginning, this looks set to continue the trend of what Mad Max Fury Road started, guys. You know, the apocalyptic wasteland, these crazy, almost like steampunk, kind of grungy vehicles. They have like saw blades on them and huge spikes and flamethrowers and machine guns. All this kind of crazy stuff, guys, that we expect from the Mad Max franchise is here in the trailer, guys, and it looks fantastic. Obviously, Anya Taylor-Joy in there playing Furiosa as a prequel to what happened in Mad Max Fury Road. And yeah guys, I'm so here for it. She's a fantastic actress. She always elevates, movies and material that she's in. But let's keep reading, guys, and see what we can learn about this movie, and then we'll go down and have a bit of a breakdown of the trailer, guys, and see what it shows us. So, oh, what a day, what a lovely day. That's a reference from Mad Max Fury Road, guys, for those of you who may not have seen it. So, the first trailer for George Miller's Mad Max Fury Road prequel, now officially titled Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, just debuted during Warner Brothers' CCXP panel. CCXP is the Comic-Con convention that takes place in Brazil, guys. And some dodgy CGI aside, sorry, but those VFX are just subpar. Yeah, guys, I mean, like that truck that we saw in the beginning clip to this actual video, guys. Yeah, the CGI is a little bit hit and miss here and there, but I'll give it a skip because I don't really care. It looks crazy, it looks fun anyway. So if a movie is fun and enjoyable, the CGI is not the most important thing. But yeah, so this looks like it's going to be a triumphant return to the wasteland. Absolutely, guys. George Miller, he's a master, he's a master artist at what he does, guys. He makes incredible movies. So the trailer tells us that this story begins 45 years before the world fell, and we see a young Furiosa, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, being taken from her home in a green place of many mothers and getting swept up in a feud between ruthless warlords Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth, and the Immortan Joe, Tom Burke, who looked pretty much the same as he did in Fury Road. So Miller has previously confirmed that the movie takes place over a 15-year time span. Yeah, guys, so it's kind of following the origin, the roots, the lineage, if you want, of, Furiosa, who appeared in Mad Max Fury Road. We're going to see how she was taken from her home, kind of thrust into this world of, the wasteland and these kind of warlords and, this faction where they try and, steal fuel and resources from each other, and they have this warring, these crazy vehicles at war with flamethrowers, machine guns, just like going ham on each other, killing each other. And she's, just taken from her kind of idyllic home environment and thrust into this kind of chaotic wasteland world with these kind of crazy characters. And it looks set to be really fun, guys. I can't wait to see it. Dodgy CGI aside. Yeah, but it's going to be fun either way, guys. So, guys, we have the official movie poster here, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, from mastermind George Miller, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Chris Hemsworth. And, yeah, it's all gold. It's all sort of golden for some reason. I'm not sure if this is a plot point to the movie or it's just a design choice for the poster, but everything's coated in gold, which must have some sort of significance to the movie. If it's something that I'm missing out, guys, maybe post it in the comments below. But as far as I know, I don't know what this represents. Like I say, could be just a design choice for the poster, could be a reference point to the movie. I'm not really sure at this point. So only in theaters 2024, CCXP 23. And then, guys, finally, we're going to have a look at this trailer. Unfortunately, guys, I can't actually physically play the trailer, have it playing. I've tried to do it. I've tried to upload it several times. It gets copyrighted every single time, no matter how many times I try and crop it, change it, whatever. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to go through it frame by frame and just do a little breakdown of the trailer, guys. So, let's start off. So, we got from mastermind George Miller. Starts off with a kind of motorbike, grungy, apocalyptic motorbike in the foreground. Then we go to Anya Taylor-Joy's character, Furiosa, with this kind of like wasteland desert. The prominent image of what you think of when you think of Mad Max, that kind of setting of the wasteland. And then we go to a zoomed in shot of Furiosa turning around, and we get to see her face for the first time in the trailer. We got this road, this just cutting through the wasteland, just kind of in the middle of nowhere. That's what the Mad Max iconic scenes are like. You just have this desert wasteland where there's just nothing. It's just flat, like a salt flat, and there's just nothing around whatsoever. And it's kind of very ominous kind of feeling to be in the middle of nowhere. So, 45 years after the collapse. So, after the collapse, the end of sort of civilization, where this kind of wasteland tribal mentality kind of started, guys. That's when the movie's going to take place. Young Furiosa is taken from her family. She will devote the rest of her life to finding her way home. So she's been thrust from this almost idyllic life into this kind of Mad Max crazy universe with these crazy characters, this kind of vehicle warfare. And yeah, it's definitely going to be crazy, guys. So this is her Odyssey. So obviously the film's going to focus around the Furiosa character. That's what it's called. We're going to find out her kind of origin story, her lineage, where she came from, what happened to her before Mad Max Fury Road. So let's keep going, guys. So then we're on this kind of vehicle here. We have what looks like a child and maybe his dad or one of his parents or family members. They're kind of in a prison cell. And then we have Chris Hemsworth character. He looks so different in this, guys. Obviously, he's got a prosthetic nose. You can tell by looking at him there. But yeah, he looks great in this. He's going to be one of the warlords of the warring factions out in the wasteland. And he's got his microphone. He says, "Start your engine." So he's obviously at a race or some sort of death race or, you know, whatever it may be. But he's commentating over the top of it. So then we cut to that big truck that we saw earlier in the video, guys. Yeah, it's very CGI. You can tell it's very CGI, but it still looks really cool. It's like a recovery rig. It's got this huge iron grate on the front with these huge spikes, massive like monster truck tires. And it's just those big, bulky kind of industrial machine vehicles that we're used to from Mad Max. You know, they can just create massive amounts of destruction. These kind of over-the-top, engineered, just crazy horsepower vehicles. And that's what we want from the Mad Max franchise. So, then we cut to these guys here that were in Mad Max Fury Road. They're part of kind of one of the gangs. They have like a skinhead, and then they put like a black makeup thing over the top of their head. Don't want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, and then we have the two warlords here, guys. The guy on the left with the white hair, he was in Mad Max Fury Road. I forget his name. I think it's like... no, I forgot what his name is, guys, so I do apologize. And then we have Chris Hemsworth, the other warlord on the right. It looks like they're going to be fighting for power or control over what's going on, maybe resources, maybe a specific part of a territory or something like that. But I'm sure we're going to get their two factions kind of fighting off against each other. Yeah, guys, and then we cut to this scene here where we have somebody on a motorbike, and then this huge lorry, like fuel truck on the road. You see these huge spiky balls hanging off the back, these big like saw blades coming off the back as well, which looks absolutely insane. And it looks like we've got some characters on top trying to defend it from the person on the motorbike. Could be Furiosa on the bike, not really sure at this point, guys. So Anya Taylor-Joy, we get a look of her there, putting the black makeup across her head. As I said, guys, some of the faction like gang members, the henchmen, they put the black makeup across their head, kind of represents where they are. Then we get Chris Hemsworth's character. He's on the end of a conveyor belt. He's got all these bullets kind of going off the end of the conveyor belt, kind of into his face. He falls off the edge of it. And then there's like a fire explosion underneath him. Then we get Furiosa kind of emerging from the sand or the dust. It looks really cool, guys. Then we have a nighttime scene, just kind of running in the desert. Not sure what's going on here. Again, guys, kind of emerging from the dust. Whether she was hiding from something, trying to be covert, trying to sneak into something. Not really sure, but it's pretty cool either way. Again, we have another shot of that truck. It looks like a recovery truck. You can see the big crane on the back, guys. Then maybe they use it to recover their vehicles. Then we get this wicked shot of this hot rod firing over the top of this sand dune. I love these kind of hot rod cars, but it looks really cool, guys. This kind of steampunk hot rod, yeah, grungy look, really cool. Lands in the dust, does a bit of a skid. Then we have a zoom in of the character's face he's driving. Again, we don't know who it is. It might be Furiosa, it might be another character. It's hard to tell. Obviously, they're wearing a mask. Then we get this shot, which is super awesome, guys. It invokes kind of like Ghost Rider feel almost. They're wearing a skull kind of helmet. Looks like we've got an animal skull on the handlebars. They've got a child on their seat, but they're on fire, which is kind of crazy. Did they drive like through an explosion or get set on fire by accident? Is the bike on fire that they're sitting on? I'm not really sure, but definitely Ghost Rider vibes, that's for sure. Then we've got, then we've got this big kind of outpost base here, very industrial like. We've got these flaming kind of industrial vents, smokestacks kind of off the side. Maybe this is where they kind of keep all the fuel, for all the vehicles. And this is probably where the warlords, probably, their main base of operations. Yeah, very cool, guys. Then we've got Chris Hemsworth characters, sort of covered in the dust, the red kind of dirt of the desert, of the wasteland. Pretty cool. Love his goggles. Very steampunk looking. Guys, I love this shot as well. We've got these vehicles. We've got a huge trike in the middle. We've got a motorbike in the middle as well with like a big fan blade from like a hovercraft of some sort. There's a guy in the background here firing off a flamethrower. Yeah, guys, like I say, it's just the iconic image of Mad Max, vehicle warfare in the desert, in the wasteland, firing off these crazy weapons on the back of these vehicles. Absolutely what we're after, guys. Then we get a great shot of Furiosa. She's kind of looking up at someone saying, "I'm Furiosa." So she's obviously got some importance to somebody. She's some sort of connection to one of the warlords, perhaps. Then we get this scene towards the end of the trailer, guys, where she's on this vehicle here. She's firing a harpoon at the vehicle behind her. Very cool. Let me see if I can get the actual shot. Yeah, there she is, firing a harpoon at the truck behind her, which is pretty cool. Whether she's trying to overtake it or, take control of it. And then we see her inside of the actual vehicle. I think this is the one that she was shooting the harpoon at. Then we get massive explosion. She's hiding behind a wall. Then we get this collapsing sort of smokestack, this, that big truck, oil truck. Whether it's just jumped over the canyon or whether it's falling off the edge, not really sure. It's hard to tell at this point, guys. And then it cuts to this scene here with a big oil truck running this motorcyclist over. Turns out to be Furiosa, I think. She's grabbed underneath the truck that Chris Hemsworth is driving. Then we finish off with Chris Hemsworth looking up at her, just kind of spouting off the typical enemy kind of lines, saying, "Do you think you're special?" I'm paraphrasing, but it's something along those lines. And then we finish off with Furiosa, and we get a great look at her robotic arm here, guys. Really cool. And yeah, Furiosa, there we go. Again, guys, I really do apologize. I couldn't play the trailer. As I said, I've been at this for hours. I've tried to crop it, overlay it. I've tried to mute it. I've tried to do so many different things to upload this trailer and get it to play in the video while I'm talking over it, like I do with my other trailer reactions, guys. But for some reason, it gets copyrighted every single time I try. I've been at it for hours, and eventually I had to give up and just do it this way. I know it kind of sucks, and I do apologize to you guys because I want to give you the best viewing experience, but I hope you found this kind of helpful, doing a little breakdown of the trailer anyway, guys. So, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly hop over to YouTube, read some of the comments on this video and see what some of the community is saying about it, and then we'll finish off the video, guys. Guys, landing over here on YouTube, let's go down and read some of the comments and see what some of the online community are saying about this trailer. So, I like George Miller because the camera is always steady and the action is always centered. I don't know why so many action directors refuse to do those two simple things. Yeah, we've seen plenty of movies, guys, where it's like shaky cam, where there's, it's not framed correctly, or the camera's just kind of shaking all over the place during a fight scene or during an action scene. It's kind of nauseating. You can't really make out what's going on. It's just kind of visual noise. And yeah, keeping a steady camera, it always helps. So Fury Road was an unexpected classic. One of my absolute favorite movies. Excited to see what this brings. Yeah, guys, going all the way back to the 80s with, the original kind of Mad Max movies. They're just absolute classic movies, guys. You've got a wasteland, you've got these apocalyptic kind of gangs, steampunk, crazy vehicles just fighting each other. And it's just kind of a bit of a simple premise, really. People fighting for resources, these different gang members in the wasteland, just kind of fighting each other, wearing crazy costumes, crazy vehicles. And yeah, it's kind of simple, but it's really fun, guys. And it's just kind of imaginative to see what people would do during the wasteland. It's always interesting to see what they come up with vehicle-wise as well. So these movies always have such awesome vehicles. The monster tow truck and war rig are amazing, but the rat rod buggy is perfect. The people that engineer and build these vehicles are true artists. Although, guys, I think a lot of the vehicles in this trailer were actually CGI, but there might be real versions of them as well in the movie. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, definitely, guys. The monster tow rigs and the hot rod car, super cool, guys. Super grungy. Love the steampunk vibes, and using that in the apocalypse to drive around and shoot people with the machine gun that's mounted on the front would just be ridiculous. The adrenaline I get from the action sequences from Fury Road and the trailer from this made Miller one of my favorites, especially with the camera work. Anya Taylor-Joy is going to kill the role too. Really excited to see her in a high action movie. Yeah, guys, like I said, she's a fantastic actress. She's amazing in pretty much anything you put her in. She's got such a dynamic range when it comes to her acting, and she's going to elevate this movie massively, guys. And playing off against Chris Hemsworth is going to be super fun. He's always great in anything he's in as well, guys. The musical score is pure. Yeah, guys, one of the big things with the Mad Max franchise is the kind of beating war drum music kind of in the background. When you see these vehicles driving across the wasteland and you've got this ominous kind of war music in the background of, you know, the beating drums and the kind of the marching off the war almost. And yeah, it definitely sets the vibes for this kind of movie, that's for sure. I don't understand that. Nobody builds post-apocalyptic war machines like George and his team. Absolutely incredible. Again, guys, the vehicles are what make the Mad Max franchise. Just seeing these crazy, over-the-top engineered vehicles and the destruction they cause, it never gets old. I'll never forget seeing Fury Road in cinemas. Can't wait for this. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, guys. Why they've waited so long between the sequel... Obviously, it's a prequel, but why they've waited so long to follow it up with this movie, they should have got on it really quick, guys. We could have had 3 or 4 of these movies by now. Though, I'm not being ungrateful, because the fact that we're getting this movie, you know, I'm very grateful. The trailer is amazing, hypes me up just like Fury Road trailer did. This movie looks like it's going to be immersive, fever dream when you see it in IMAX. Guys, seeing it in IMAX would be incredible. These massive wide vistas of the wasteland and all these vehicles driving and smashing into each other. Absolutely incredible on a big IMAX screen. So we'll read a few more, guys, and then we'll finish off the video. So I got chills as soon as it began. Watching Fury Road in theaters was such an incredible experience. Looks like the vibe is similar. Can't wait. Chris Hemsworth has been choosing really good roles post-MCU. So great to see him in roles like this one. And we'll finish off with this one, guys. It's more than Fury Road. It's the whole Mad Max legacy. Mel, Tom, Anya, and the vessels to George Miller's visionary greatness. He is the man. Absolutely, guys. This is going to be a really cool, amazing kind of post-apocalyptic, just crazy over-the-top vehicle warfare. If you like any of that kind of stuff, guys, then this movie is going to be for you. Guys, if you haven't seen it, make sure you go and watch Mad Max Fury Road if you haven't seen it yet. It's an incredible movie. Obviously, Tom Hardy was in there, the guy who plays Venom in the Sony movies. So, guys, do yourself a favor, make sure you watch it because it's just incredible and it will give you a great taste for what you can expect in Furiosa. So, guys, again, I apologize for not being able to actually play the trailer for you guys. It sucks. I'm very frustrated that I couldn't do it. I've had a bit of a bad day at the office regarding that, and I've been stressing myself out so bad, guys, because I don't want to let you down with bad videos. But I hope this breakdown of the trailer, you know, I hope you appreciate the breakdown of the trailer anyway, guys. I tried to do my best with it. So let me know what you think, guys. Hop into the comment section, post your thoughts, comments, and opinions about this. Are you excited to see Furiosa, guys? And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you soon.